Hey guys, it's Grand Admiral Thrawn, and today I'm reviewing Delta Squad member RC 1140, aka Fixer. Now, Fixer is the green member from Delta Squad, in case you didn't play the games. Also, side note, his antenna is on the right side, it's just the angle of my camera here. I just felt I needed to get that out of the way. And Hasbro, you did an amazing job on this figure for the most part. We will have a few negatives later on in the video, but for right now, I'm going to talk about the positives that you did. Now, one of the best positives with this figure has to be the detailing on him. I love the way how the green and the white they clash together, just like how he looks in the games, and you can see all the detailing on the figure, like throughout the legs and the arms and just everywhere. For example, how only one of his shoulders is actually fully green, and then the other one just has a green stripe on the white. That's great. Like the green stripes on his legs, they did such a great job with those. The green in his chest area and his cock piece, I guess that would be, like whatever covers there. And on the back, it's the same way, how it's green. On the legs, again, of how they only go halfway, that's on both the front and the back, and it contrasts very well. There's little paint, residue, like where it's rubbing off from battle. And then there's even battle marks, or like to show that he's been in battle. There's dirt marks and like scratches and dings in his armor here on his chest. There's there's one other on his shoulder here. They don't actually have too many of those on him. I think out of all the deltas, he's actually the cleanest one, which kind of makes sense because he is the smart one in the group, and I feel like out of them all, he would be the one concerned the most about having his armor kept clean. And then one other major thing that I love how they did with this figure, they got the green right. Now, if you don't know what I mean in that if you look at pictures of Delta Squad, for the most part, if they aren't from the game, they make it that Fixer is light green. But if you played the game, or at the very least watched cutscenes with no commentary, you would know that Fixer is dark green. And Fixer is not light green, so all those images are lying to you. However, they did an amazing job, and this is the perfect green. It matches just like how he looks in the games. I really like it. And it's a very good green. It mixes very well with the white on the figure, and they just did such great jobs of detailing. For example, how his helmet also has the stripe, and then even on his backpack they have the detailing right, like such as how you can see there's little things there to show that it's a futuristic, or I guess past, different galaxy backpack, and it looks really good. Speaking of his backpack, they even got the little detail right of how it goes up a bit, and there's this little, I don't really know what it is, but it's different than the other Delta's backpacks. For accessories, he comes with his blaster, and it's just your average commando blaster, unlike how Sev and Scorch have different ones. With Fixer, it's just your average blaster. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention, they even got the 3 little green dots right. Wait, sorry, 2 little green dots right. I think they did an amazing job with all the detailing. Now, unfortunately, we have to go over the negatives of this figure. And the biggest one that infuriates me the most is this. This backpack refuses to stay on the figure. I don't know why. I've tried filling paper in the hole to make it bigger so that way it fits right, but it doesn't matter. The backpack will still fall off. See? Like in my other 2 reviews, I said Scorch's is a little loose, but compared to this, that is a perfect fit. I don't know why, but Fixer's backpack just refuses to stay on. And it drives me crazy because, well, they're never not wearing their backpacks. They're always wearing them. So if it's constantly falling off, it's just like, what the heck? Other than that, I only have one other complaint with this figure, and it's that he doesn't really have any dirt marks to show that he's been in battle. It's just the one on his shoulder and the one on his chest. They could have maybe done one on here on his leg just to show a bit more damage to make it seem like he's actually fighting. But anyway, That's about it for the figure. We will come back to it later because there are still other things I want to talk about, but for right now, we're going to the box. And it's actually a really good box. I think they did an amazing job for picking a picture of Fixer. This looks exactly like him. I mean, you can't if you're not a big fan, you can't really tell, and you'd think, how do I know this one isn't Fixer? Or how do I know this one is Fixer? Well, because of, like I said earlier, the backpack. Also, up top there, they have the cannon, like those cannons that were in Republic Commando. That's really cool. On the back, same picture, a little more detail. He's number 13 of the Gaming Greats wave. I really wish they had just released every Delta Squad member at the same time, because then it wouldn't be that, oh, you gotta wait a few months, then Sev was released, or, no wait, was it Fixer and then Sev? I know Boss was released first, and then Scorch last, and Fixer and Sev were in between there somewhere. But it was like one was announced, and then a few months later, the next one was announced, and it was just like, why couldn't they release them all at the same time? So then the wall art would actually match. Oh well. I think they did a really good job with Fixer, on the box at least, and then even on the figure too. I think they really did do a good job on the figure. It's just this backpack refuses to stay on. So now that I've covered Fixer, Sev, Scorch, there's only one Delta left for me to do, except unfortunately I'm going to have to take a break for that because I have something more important coming up. The return of the Santalorian. Anyway, this is Grand Admiral Thrawn signing off. Unfortunately, Fixer is a 9 out of 10, unlike the other Deltas, because his backpack will not stay on. Yeah, he does have great posability, though. I forgot to mention that. It's a really good figure. I do like it. They even did the T that they see through really good. It's just his backpack. Come on. You can't just make it fit on right. Like, seriously, I'm not exaggerating. Watch this. And it's already popped out. Just like that. This figure, seriously, all they needed to do was have the backpack stay on slightly. Good. But nope. Anyway, this is Grand Admiral Thrawn signing off. Fixer is a 9 out of 10, and I look forward to our next encounter in my next video, where I will be the Santalorian.